Good morning, West Palm Beach and the Kings Academy. I'm Grace Matisich.
And I'm Trevor Snyder.
And you're watching Kings TV Season 8. It's good to be back, isn't it, Trevor?
I never thought I'd actually say this, but I'm looking forward to being back at school.
Definitely. I'm happy to finally get the opportunity to come back in person. Kinda got tired of looking at a computer screen all day.
Me too, but we also cannot forget to continue to pray for our students and faculty to keep our school healthy.
We're glad to be back after a crazy 5 months of being out of school.
As you may know, things are going to be a little bit different this year.
To show us the current changes around campus, we have a new reporter on staff with Studio 70, Ryan Kavanaugh.
It's been about 5 months since we've been back in school in person, and a lot has changed since then, including masks, social distancing, and other safety precautions. Today we're going to find out how students have been adjusting to being back in school. I'm here with Chris Kemmer. So Chris, how have you been doing these past few weeks in our first few weeks of school?
It's been going well. It's nice to be back at Kings. It's a little different, but it's good to be back.
So I hear you're in the athletic program playing golf. How has that been so far?
It's been good. I am a pro golfer, so we've been getting out there a lot, 3 times a week. More procedures, though, this year, but it's what we got to do.
When you say procedures, you mean like social distancing and stuff
Some
like that?
social distancing, screenings, stuff like that.
Olivia, how have your first few weeks been?
They have been amazing. It's really been amazing to just be back at school. I really missed it in March, and all the online stuff was not fun, so I'm really happy to see everyone and be able to go to class.
So as most people know, you're involved in the theater program here at Kings. How have the rehearsals been with the new COVID policies?
They've actually been going really well. Mr. Snyder has come up with a bunch of rules to help us stay socially distant and safe, and we all wear masks as we sing and act in all of that stuff throughout rehearsals, and we've been super duper safe and super productive, so it's been awesome.
It's so great to see everyone back on campus. This year's going to be a little bit different than we're used to, but let's make the best of it and have a great year, TKA. This has been Ryan, reporting for Kings TV.
Wow, who would have expected this school year to look like this?
I know. Not only have we had changes on campus, but also in our athletics and fine arts.
While athletic practices may have started this Monday, many athletes have already been training all summer.
Senior athletes all around campus have been committing and getting scholarships to continue playing the sports they love in college.
Bernie Cueto, TK's kicker, my boy, has just committed this past week to Washington University of St. Louis.
We have another new reporter at Studio 70, Stenton Quay, who will be taking us to hear from Bernie himself.
Hi, this is Stenton Quay reporting for Kings TV. Today we're here with Bernie Cueto, who recently committed to Washington University in St. Louis. Bernie, how does it feel for your recruiting process to finally be over and for you to be committed to a great school?
It feels great to be finally committed. It's a huge weight off my shoulders to be finished with the college recruiting process, and I'm just really excited to get to work and work on a good season for the Lions.
That's awesome. What was one of the biggest factors when you were picking your school to commit to?
The biggest factor that came in committing was probably the great academics of the school that I'm committing to, Washington University, and really the academics were a deal breaker for me. I wanted to go to a great academic school, but also the coaches there really made me feel like family. They stayed in contact with me all the time, whether it was to talk about the school or just to catch up.
So Bernie, what's one of the things that you're most excited about when it comes to this season and all the COVID guidelines and all that stuff?
I'm most excited about being back together with my brothers after not being able to practice and see them for months. So I'm just really excited to get back on the field and hopefully have a great season.
And how has practice been going?
Practices have been going great. I've been feeling really safe thanks to all the protocols put in place by the Kings Academy, and I'm just really been excited to put the helmets and pads back on and get back to work.
How do you and your family feel about finally being committed and you going to such a great school?
My parents are really proud. We were excited. We didn't know it was going to happen this early, but everything worked out with the school and with football, so it was just a really great situation.
Thank you for coming on the show today, Bernie. We really enjoyed having you, and we can't wait to see this season. This has been Stenton Quay reporting for Kings TV.
Remember, students, right after this, you'll be voting for this year's student council.
Your student council is responsible for many things like planning homecoming week and other events, but most importantly, they represent your grade.
So take this time to think carefully and choose wisely.
Next week, we have Rush on Wednesday and Thursday.
Get excited, we have Jay Warner Wallace coming to speak with us.
This year, Rush is separated between 2 grades at a time in the gym.
These times will be different during periods, so stay tuned next week to receive the schedule.
That's all we have for this week. Until next time, have a fantastic Friday.